Right guys, what I'm going to do in this video is do a teardown on a newer PC and an older PC. So just to sort of get an idea of what the difference is really. Always look out for the older ones, they've got more gold content in them. So the newer ones have got less gold. So yeah, just going to whip them apart and show you what's inside them really, show you the difference. So if we get this out. So the older ones are definitely a lot more heavier. So we'll put a drill. There we are. So so yeah, we're gonna whip this apart, see how this all comes out. Like I say, the older ones, they make them a lot better, basically. A lot more. The construction's a lot better, should I say? So yeah, sometimes they're a bit of a nightmare to take apart. There'll probably be people out there saying, no, don't take it apart, it's an old one, it's a classic. But this doesn't work because I got it from my PC repair guy. So basically nearly all of them he give me don't work. So we've got floppy drive, CD drive or disk drive. I keep the floppy drives because basically they don't really make them anymore. So there's always people out there, I don't know, refurbishing the old PC. So they're always looking for them. Some people, they need the floppy drives because of, I don't know, certain software, I guess. Yeah, so this one's got no RAM. So I don't know if you can see that. I might actually move the camera just to. I was trying to focus on both. Try not to mix up the goodies really. We chuck them down there. So if we move the camera a little bit closer, you might be able to have a. How's that looking? Are we on the right one? Somewhere around there. Oh, easy. There we go. So yeah, so I lost my drill again. There we are. So, to be honest, I want to go straight for the CPU so you can have a look at that. Is that coming out? It's not coming out. So, there we go. So we've got the fan attached to the CPU. Rip that out. Come on. And it's a. Just chuck them in there. Cool. It's a bit tight. So what have we got in here? Still can't really tell. Oh. So we've got one of the black fibre. That's nice. Can you see that? So one of the black fibre CPUs. So yeah, they're worth good money. They are very good money. So yeah, that's a result just in that. I can't remember how much these are worth now. What I'll do is I'll put a link up here somewhere. Where are we? There we go. It'll be up in this top corner for eWaste Ben. So he values a load of the boards. So boards, chips, and all sorts of things. So I'll put a link for that video. And yeah, so that's a nice result. That is Intel Pentium W/MMX Tech. By the looks of that, I'll put that to one side because I'll Google that, see what it's worth on eBay. I've got one ceramic CPU somewhere here. I can't remember where I put it, but yeah, I was looking on eBay and they were going for I think £45 each. So yeah, that'll be a nice little score. So we've got chuck that down there. So we've got a nice little heat sink here. Like I say, I might babble on a bit here because just trying to get these bits out while I'm talking. So so how's this one connected in? So it should just. Ah, this is going to be awkward, right? I'm going to have to move this one. So I think what we'll do, we'll concentrate on one at a time. I was going to try and do them together, but that's not going to happen, to be honest. So we get these out. So this one's, oh, that's sharp. So you can see here with the older ones, the gold's a lot more, got a lot thicker coverage of gold on these compared to the newer ones. Okay, there's less fingers, but you can just tell by the colour that the gold's a lot more thicker. So that's one slot card. Oh, we've got another slot card. So we'll look on the gold on there. So if we bring it up, there we go. So this is like an expansion slot card, so you can then add more slot cards to them. It's always worth checking these. Sometimes this one's not, but sometimes they're stainless, so always worth checking them. Yeah, it's a shame it hasn't got any RAM in there. So what we got, God, I can't get my finger in that. Get that out. So we've got all that connected in there. So what I'll do is, so you see what we've got here. So the older boards, so this is obviously the motherboard, so the older motherboards, they got a lot more going on than the newer ones. Basically the newer ones, these chips are all more clever, so they're smaller basically, so less stuff. The gold in the pins should be a lot more heavier gold on there. Got the old CPU here, so power supply unit. So that'd be definitely worth testing out, checking if it works. There might be some value on eBay for that. So what I'll do is tidy this up a bit better in a minute. And then we go onto a newer one. So again, the RAM has been taken out. So can we see? There we go. So it's got a few slot cards in there, but like I say, the RAM has been removed. Where's the screw keeping that in? There isn't a screw on this one. Strange. There it is, it's round the back here. So we whip that off. Then you need to remove this bit, which doesn't want to, there we go. Oh, that was a bit awkward. So we got, go in there. So we've got a nice slot card here, so that's a new one. So yeah, again, it's got a nice bit of gold on there. Got a nice bit of extruded aluminium. So that'd be some sort of graphics card, sound card maybe. Come on. There we go. Just trying to not take the skin off my knuckles while we're doing it. So yeah, more gold on this slot card, so we'll put that separate to the other ones. Right, let's leave a bit of space in here. Oh, we got some screws. So like I say, what I'm going to do is tear these down properly, and then do a valuation that way. Oh, you don't need to see me doing all that basically. So this all needs to be taken apart, but that's a nice bit of extruded aluminium there. So we've got a fan, extruded aluminium, and what have we got here? Have we got a pinned CPU, or we got, let's have a look. No, so it's just a cheap, no pins on it whatsoever, so it's just a gold flashing. So got the copper nickel heat sinks on there. So we'll chuck that to one side. So this one hasn't really got that much value to it, to be honest. So it's a shame that there's no RAM in there, but That's what you get when you get your PCs off a PC repair guy. He knows what's in there, so he takes most of the RAM and the memory, what have you, apart. Yeah, he's taking the hard drive as well, so there's no hard drive in here. Pins down there, they look like a good coating. I don't know if you can see it there. So these pins, they look nice and heavy with gold. So what I'm going to do now is just whip these apart, do 2 piles, and then we'll just sort of compare the prices really, see what they're worth. Right guys, so tear them both down, and yeah, so this is the new one, so this is the newer PC. So we've got a bit of cable, we've got slot cards, fan, the cheap CPU, nice chunky bit of extruded aluminium, the board, and the power supply unit. So, and then this is the older one. So we've got our slot cards here. We've got the nice valuable CPU here, a little tiny bit of extruded aluminium, a motor, cable, PSU, and our board over there. So so yeah, after taking it all apart, there wasn't actually that much difference. So yeah, sort of, there'll be a breakdown at the end of the video which will explain it a lot better. But yeah, so as an overview really, the newer PC was worth £4.17 in the UK. So the older one that was worth £4.83. So there was only 60p difference. But when I actually looked at the CPU online, they're actually selling for £18. So so yeah, if I was to sell this on eBay, I'd go lower than £18 just to sell it basically, so people will go for it, so it's just not sitting on eBay for ages. So I can what, triple, more than triple, innit? So quadruple the profit by just selling that on eBay. You know, it's in good condition. So yeah. So in total in the UK, the newer one was worth £4.17. In Europe, €4.58. In America, $5.38. Australia, $6.86, and Canada, $6.85. So the older one was worth £4.83 in the UK. In Europe, that was €5.30. In America, $6.23, sorry. Australia, $7.94, and Canada, $7.93. So like I say, there's not much difference. It's just the only added value was that CPU. That's what's made the big difference. So so yeah, that's why you need to look out for the older ones. The CPUs are usually good on them. I don't know, I could dig them out quickly. I'm trying to sort of hurry this up because my battery is going to run out on the camera soon. So again, I've got a couple in here. I've got more upstairs. Yeah, I found 3 of them quickly. So there we go. So I've got some of the CPUs. These all come out of similar PCs to that older looking one. So as you can see, they're all ceramic. So these go for good money. So and they got a good bit of weight to them as well. So for the kilo scrap value, they're worth good money. But like I say, if you go online, look at eBay, type in the code. I think I don't know if it's one of them. No, I think it's upstairs. Was worth £45. So what they're selling it on eBay. So like I say, I'll do a nice breakdown at the end of the video. Then you can compare each material really. The power supply units I put in as 50p each. I've done a video before on power supply units, and they're worth roughly 50p after you cut the cables. But I don't want to cut the cables on these because I want to test them out, see if they're worth anything on eBay before I scrap them out, because as we all know, resale value is a lot more than scrap value. Same as motherboards, slot cards. You know, you can type in that code, see if it's worth anything. it's always worth checking on eBay first. So yeah, like I said, there'll be a breakdown of everything at the end of the video, and like always guys, keep scrapping.